Hello everybody, my name is Hero100 and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be ranking all the finals Battle Pass tiers, so let's do this. So starting off, we got the Vaporwave specs. In my opinion, they're not that great and don't really match with anything I have at the moment. I feel like if this was more of a complete set of something, I feel like it would be so much better. So then we got the Sundown Sizzle. I personally am not a huge fan of it. I mean, I think the theme is okay. Like, I get that they're trying to get for that 80s vibe with this first section, but I don't really think it's it. Then we got the Twilight Sunkiss. I think it's pretty good for a sticker. It's not overbearing. It's not underwhelming. So, and then we got this another Sundown Sizzle for the Lewis. And in my opinion, it doesn't look right on this weapon. It's kind of too much. In my opinion, yeah, it's just too much. And then we got the Dural. I'm not even going to try that. Reverb Charm. I think it's pretty good. I mean, you can see the glass on it from the angle, which I think is a nice touch instead of it just being a 2D thing. And then the ammo audit, inspect animation. Or is that a reload? Not important. I think it's still pretty cool. I love that they do that. Here's a better image. And then we got another Sundown Sizzle. Need to remember that all the weapon gun names for these wraps are the same. But pretty much same thing as the others. I think it looks way better on this one than it does for the Lewis. Like, it looks so much better on the smaller weapons. And then we got the Knockout Omen, which honestly is pretty solid, especially if you kill someone and then do that on them. It's like, boom, I got you, you're bad. Function Flip. Honestly, I feel like this would work a lot better as an inspect or maybe a pullout. Or maybe that is a pullout animation, not too sure. And then the Masterclass Jacket. I feel like if you had the right setup, this would look good, but I feel like the jacket by itself ain't really doing it much favors. Maybe a jacket and jeans, or just use the jeans from the upcoming set there on level 16. Actually, I think that was probably the intent. And then the, like, pretty much the get over here emote, which I think is honestly kind of cool. The tornado warning thing for level 15, not that great. I mean, wow, you kick the air. Wow. And then the combo calculator. I personally am not a huge fan of it, and I used to do karate. So you think I'd have a slight bias towards it, but I don't. Next, we got the Typo Tantrum, which honestly, in my opinion, isn't really that great. But it's a nice touch that all the keys are messed up and it has the finals on the back. And the Modium Melody. We all know the sound. It's alright. And then the Temporal Loader. I mean, it's cool. Don't really know when I would use that though. And then another ammo audit. I have no idea if that's like an inspect or a reload, but I don't think it's important. And keyed up, pretty good emo. Like it, don't, I mean, never mind. I think it's funny. It's alright. And then the Cartridge Gunner. I don't see how that's an SMG at all. I'd say that looks more like a pistol. But, I mean, unless it is a pistol and the requirement thing is wrong. But regardless, it's a pretty cool thing. I like how the bullets that pop out of it are the cartridges. And then we got the Broadcast Hoodie. I think this is actually one of the better designed hoodies. I mean, I just love hoodies in general, but it's just so much better. And then you got the Boogie Bomb. I know that's not what it's called, but it looks like a boogie bomb. Boogie Bomb. Just found that funny. And then we got The sticker, it's alright, I guess. I mean, I don't really pay attention to the stickers, nor do I see them much during the thing, so. And then the color bar wraps. I mean, it's cool, because you'll be able to see it during gameplay. But I don't think it really fits anything with this part of the pass, like at all, aside from the sort of unique color scheme, which I don't really think is that good. Then the frequency player, spray, it's fine. And now this is cool. I've never really seen animated charms in a game, so I honestly think this is like so much cooler than pretty much anything that any other game has done with charms. And then the bubblegum blast, I like the name, but a ping grenade. Who wants to throw a ping grenade that enemies are going to see from halfway across the map? Yeah. The peace out, it's funny if you kill someone and then hit them with it, but they're not going to be seeing it, I don't think. I get that's a gesture, but it's whatever. The press start thing, I don't think anybody's really a fan of. I mean, when are you going to be using that? The war thing, I have no idea how to say it. It feels so out of place. I have no idea if this is made up or an actual collaboration. I'm actually kind of clueless with this. But I just don't think it's that great. The one-way pager, though, assuming it's reactive, I think it would be cool. Like if it reacts to like your teammates' actual pings, and I do like how there's a battery slot on the back. I think that's definitely what brings it up quite a bit. And then I don't even know what the set is supposed to be. In my opinion, it's just bad entirely. I mean, maybe except for the pants or the shoes, maybe the hair. But pretty much the shirt and the fanny pack that's on the back, I'm not a huge fan of. And then you got Yoda. Now you got a gobbling up Fate, holding the dice. I think it's pretty neat. I honestly kind of think it's one of the better stickers. And then the saving throw, oh, I think that's such a cool name for it. And I love myself some D&D, so a little bit of bias there. And then you got the nerd glasses. The smashed specs. I'm not really feeling it. As someone who needs to wear glasses themselves, those look terrible. I'm just not seeing that one of the lens are busted out. And it still doesn't improve the rating. And then you got Dora the Explorer hair. I'm just not feeling it. This is arguably probably one of the worst pages, except for the D20 dice and the emote and the pencil. So I guess it's sort of 50-50 maybe. The emote is, I'd say, pretty funny. Man, I don't really know when you would be using it, but like, whatever. If people like it, they like it. And then the crit rider. I think this is no joke, one of the best cosmetics for a dagger in a game ever. Ever. That's how good this is. And it just makes sense for the page it's on. So I'm fine, completely fine with this. And then we move on to this the sticker. It's alright for trying to go for a retro look, I guess. But like nobody's gonna be using this. I hate to say it. Nobody's gonna be using it. And then the Chromium Ultra, whatever. It's just a light blue gun that will give you away when it's daytime and nighttime because of the moonlight reflection. And then you got those gloves. Considering how you're mainly seeing your hands throughout the whole thing, I think the gloves are pretty cool. I love when they put extra detail into the gloves. And yeah. I'm not really a huge fan of the light blue, especially for big weapons. I feel it feels kind of lazy, but I know some people like it, some people don't. Just my opinion. And then you got the shotgun, which arguably I think just because it's a bit of a smaller weapon too, it it works better. But I still think it's kind of a terrible shotgun skin. I don't have anything against this game. It's just, eh. And the metallic zip up, I think it's arguably one of the best jackets or hoodies in the set. Can't really tell what it is, but I think it's definitely so much better. And then one of my favorite things of all time are popping up on this page. The 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 electric bolts are kind of alright. The jolt to start emote. I mean I guess it's cool with the context of the page, but outside of it, it's kind of just mid. And then the DIY dynamo. Oh, it's so cool. I love this. This is probably the best legendary skin in this game. For medium, at least. I love this. In fact, it's the only reason why I'm trying to level up this season. And then the Workbench Symphony. It's kind of bad. And then the Waveform Watcher, not a huge fan of it. It's just a line. There's definitely just other keychains that appear way earlier in the Battle Pass. Unless it's reactive to just other things, I don't really know what. I'm gonna say it's pretty bad. And then the max viewing set, the only good part about it is the head. I'm just gonna be frank. Maybe if you're going for, I don't know, just the whole thing's bad except for the TV. The TV is kind of pretty much the only thing people are going to be going for. And then the schedule spray, the efficiency agenda spray. It's alright, nobody's going to be using it. The reasonable bass smile, I don't know, I'm going to try. But it's alright, it's just a printer. There's just way better things way earlier though, so. The robot eyes, you're not even going to be seeing. I'm looking at it right now in full zoom and it just can hardly see them. Like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, darn, they have the robot eyes, we're screwed. Yeah. The to-do list sticker, I arguably think is one of the better ones. Better stickers. And then the coffee break, it's cool. Get a kill, take a coffee break. But like, unless they do the actual emote, they're not really getting much. And then the running with scissors, I think is one of the best ideas for throwing knives ever in a video game. Because like, it's just so much better. And that sticker, it's cool, I guess. It's just the final sticker that you get by default, but a little bit animated, which I don't really think is deserving of a tier. And then you got these like sorta animated weapons. I'm not a huge fan of these. I'd say they're kind of bad actually. I mean, if I get them, I'll equip them, but only because I have nothing else. I feel like in the context of the season, it can be cool, especially if you're playing on that map, but it's really not that great. And another ammo audit thing, that one's alright. That one's kind of underwhelming. The wave interference, that's what the rap's called. It's alright. I don't like how it's only for a few select guns and you don't just unlock a rap for every gun. So they're just gonna re-release it for a later season and make more money off it, but it's whatever. That gun skin was mid. The coin of the realm, I think is pretty cool. The pixel pulse, how it just, I just think it looks good. I just like 8-bit stuff. Uh, that's a pretty cool sticker because like it's animated well, and I feel like it won't be too big of a distraction. And then the level up sound, nobody's gonna be using that. I hate to say it. And then you got a spray, cherry spray, nobody's gonna even see it. Then the 8-bit blade, arguably the best part of this entire set. It's alright. I mean, I'll use it if I get it, but I'm not gonna be freaking out if I see it. It's a bunch of CNS stuff. It's alright. It's just part of the lore, I guess. So, yeah. And give me 5, I'd say that's pretty cool. Like you win the game and then boom, high five, you're a hologram. I don't know. I'm not the vector collector. It's alright. It just morphs into like what, 5 shapes, if even, and slightly changes color. And we are CNS thing. It's kind of makes sense for the season. Doesn't really make sense for literally any other context. That watch is pretty cool though. Like I don't see myself using the main skin of the season, but yeah, I'll definitely use the watch. And then you got that guy. He's alright. Well, that's the video. Hope y'all enjoyed.